Moving on to some retail news today. Target isn't the only retailer on the hunt for a new CEO. JCPenney and American Eagle both searching for new execs. What's driving the arms race for retail talent? The Wall Street Journal's Paul Ziobro joins me with the latest. Hi, Paul. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
So give me a sense of just how many retail companies right now are on the hunt for a new CEO.
We have several. There's JCPenney, which is a pretty big deal. American Eagle, Bon-Ton, Crocs. There's a couple other smaller companies out there. And, you know, on top of all that, there's Target right now, who's looking for the replacement of Greg Steinhoff, who was just resigned on Monday.
And why are we seeing so much turnover? What's kind of changing in the industry driving this right now?
Well, retail is in a really big evolutionary change right now. I mean, online shopping has really grown over the last couple of years, and that's really upending a lot of these companies' business models, especially for retail. I mean, like Target, like they've seen. They've lost a lot of sales to online retailing, and they're way behind in that game. Basically, as Amazon's taking a lot of their sales, so they need, they and a lot of these companies need somebody who can understand, brick and mortar, because that is still where they get the bulk of their business, but they need to really have a firm grasp of online retailing and find out, how they can capture that opportunity for companies that are very far behind.
And how much are these companies kind of fishing in the same pool of candidates?
Yeah.
How many people out there really have this kind of breadth and depth of experience?
It's a very, very narrow pool for these people. And one of the things about Target that they've talked about is that they're willing to go outside of retailing to look here. And a lot of talk right now is focused on, is Target going to go outside the company? And that would be a big deal for a company that's always had their CEOs come from inside the organization, dating back to 1902. But the fact that they're looking to go outside retailing even just shows how, far the challenges go, and that they really need somebody with they may need somebody with a fresh take to tackle these problems.
Well, we also just saw the former Burberry CEO get snapped up by Apple. She's got $68 million in restricted stock options coming her way. I mean, how competitive is it just across industries that might not have needed a retail chief like that before?
That's a good point. I don't really have a good answer for that. But, Target, it's the fourth largest retailer in the U.S. after the last year. It's a very desirable place to go. They have a lot of challenges ahead of them. Their U.S. business is struggling. Canada is a mess. They need to get their online act in order. But it is the fourth largest retailer. It's been around for a while. It might be a tough sell to get somebody to move up to Minnesota in the winter, but. They'll probably find it. It'll be very interesting who they attract up.
You got to lure them in the summer right now.
Yeah.
Any leading candidates we should be keeping an eye on right now, or is it too early for that?
It's very early right now. There have been some names that have been circulated, but I don't want to speculate just yet.
All right. Paul, thanks very much for joining us.